Welcome to the kitchen today, everyone. So today's a big day and weekend here in Kentucky. It's Derby weekend. So I thought since it's Derby time, which is a great big holiday here, I guess we'd say in Kentucky, I'm going to do a Derby pie. So I'm just going to get started. We usually do make Derby pie all the time. My mom makes it. It's really good. She's had a recipe she's made for years. It's a really old recipe. It's the best I've ever had. But I'm gonna try to do a keto version today, and we're gonna see how that goes. And I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out, but we're gonna try it out. So I'm just gonna get started here. So I'm gonna get me some almond flour, and I do have me a little recipe here. I kind of threw together here. It says 1.5 cups of almond flour. So measure this out real quick. It's about a cup. And then 1/2 cup. All right. And I do need some sweetener. I'm going to use Monk Fruit Sweetener. It says I need 2 tablespoons of monk fruit or a sweetener. Just going to add that in here to my flour. Okay. And then it looks like a pinch of salt. I do a pinch of salt. Okay. Just going to blend that together just real quick. Okay. All right. And then it says I need to add my butter. So I've got 3 tablespoons of melted butter here I'm going to put in. Like that. All right, I do need to do 1 large egg. There. And then I just need to mix this together to form me a crust. All right, and I do need to add some vanilla. I need to make sure I do this right now. I need a teaspoon of vanilla in my crust. Okay. And that's really it on the crust. I mean, it's really simple. Hopefully it turns out good. Guess we'll find out, right? Or I'll find out and just let you know about it. All right. Okay. Let me get me a baking pan here. I mean, it said use a 9-inch baking pan. This is all I had. I am gonna spray it. We're gonna spray it. Don't want her sticking. All right, I'm just gonna put the crust in here, or the dough. I mean, I'm gonna get me another utensil. It's wanting to stick to my whisk. I need a flat one. Everybody else make a mess when they cook. I do sometimes. All right. So I do have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And it did just beep to let me know that it is ready. All right. Of course, this is sticky. And I am going to put a little bit of flour on my... I got coconut flour too I use a lot. But I'm going to put a little bit on my hands just where it don't stick as bad to my fingers when I'm working with this dough. It helps a little bit. Not a whole lot, but just to press it out. It's sticky. Sticky, sticky. Definitely a little bit different than regular dough. I will say that already. So just as it says, spread it out with your fingers. So that's what I'm doing now. I don't know if I'll have enough to go up the sides, but we'll try it and see what happens. I'm not much of a baker. I don't bake a lot. So I'm going to take you on this little journey here with me too and just see how this goes along, right? Just so sticky. It's hard to do anything with. Hopefully it'll turn out good though. We'll see, right? A little bit more flour on my hands here. I'm going to try to go up the sides a little bit. This is a deep pan, so I'm probably not going to be able to go up all the way. I know a lot of people buys Crust. I did think about doing that, but I was like, well, I guess I'll probably try to maybe make one since I'm trying to do a keto version, because don't know what's all in the frozen pies. I'm sure they're not as healthy for you. I know they're not. All right. It ain't got to be perfect. That's what makes it look homemade. All right. And then it did say if you want on the bottom of your crust, just take a fork and put some hose in it, just where it won't bubble up on you. So we'll do that real quick. Okay. And it did say 350 to 8 to 10 minutes to lightly brown. So this is what my dough looks like. I just got in there ready to go. Okay. I'm going to set my timer here real quick. We'll do 11 minutes. Now, it's out of the way. Get this out of the way. Now I'm going to work on the filling. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Like I said, that dough was really sticky. All right. Now, so for my filling, I need a half a cup of melted butter. And so that's going to be, let's see, a half a cup is about a stick of butter. So I'm going to put this in the microwave real quick and let it melt for me. Get that melted up so we can use that. All right, get this out of the way. Okay. I do need 2 large eggs. I'm going to put them in a separate bowl and whisk them, get them ready, make sure they're good. Whoop, don't think we want the shell in there. Don't want it crunchy. Don't want it crunchy. And I do see a part of shell. Don't you just love it when that happens? If I can get it out. It's like fishing for, there you go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Got you. All right. All right. So I just like to whisk it together. Okay. Get my butter. Melted butter. Okay. All right. So let's see here. What's this for my filling? Got my butter. I've got my eggs beaten and ready to go. So I do need to do, let's see here. So I'm going to do a separate little bow here. So it does say I need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. This is just unsweetened cocoa powder. I do need to do, okay. Sorry, I'm just reading real quick because I've not made this before. Don't want to mess it up. Half a cup of butter. I don't want to throw it all together just yet. So real quick, I'm going to chop me up some, I'm going to do pecans. It said walnuts or pecans, but Derby pie, we've always done pecans. And it did say a fourth of a cup. Fourth of a cup. So let's try. Just going to rough chop them up real quick. You can do more if you want. Let's see how much this is here real quick. Anybody else been to the Kentucky Derby or fans of Derby? Racehorsing? Believe it or not, I've only been one time. Live in the state and really don't go. That's usually what it is. Something in your own state you really don't go to. Okay. That's a fourth of a cup, but that really don't look like very much to me. Do a little bit more. I think I want some more in it. To me, that's just not much. More the merrier. That's one thing about cooking. As you go, you can change it up a little bit, make it your own. All right. That's almost a half of a cup. I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to just go ahead and put a half a cup in there. All right. That should get it. All right. About a half a cup. Now I can eat these. All right. Okay. So back to my filling. Because sugar-free chips, chocolate walnuts, so okay. So I need to add in my eggs to my cocoa powder. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a little good mix, and I need to add my butter. That's a stick of butter. Okay, and I need to put some vanilla. I need a teaspoon of vanilla in my mixture here. Okay. I know it needs a pinch of salt. Pinch of salt, pinch of salt. Mix it up really good. I never use my mixer. I like mix. I just mix it by hand. Don't have to be perfect. Okay. Hope this is good. All right, so I got my butter. So now I need to put some sweetener in this. So I need two-thirds cup of sweetener in my mixture. I get the thing open here. 2/3 of a cup. That sounds like a lot, but that's what it's calling for. Okay. 2/3 cup of sweetener. And I'm using the monk fruit. Mix that in. I'm going to switch to my spatula here. Get that crust off there. Okay. Okay. Now I got to add my chocolate chips and my walnuts. And it says to fold those in. And that's really all of it. So I do got sugar-free by Hershey's, 0 sugar chocolate chips. And it says to use a 1/2 cup sugar-free or your choice of chocolate chips. All right. Goes that. And then there's the pecans. Just dump them in. It says to just fold them in. And that's really it. That's the mixture. Okay. I just really got to wait till my crust is ready. That's what it looks like. See? Looks pretty good. Okay. I got a mess here too. All right, let me check on this crust. Not too bad. Since it's got a minute left on the crust, take that out. I'm gonna move some of the stuff out of the way. Make some room here real quick. All right. All right. Now it says I do need to let that cool for just a few minutes till I put my mixture in or my filling in. So I guess it's getting ready to come out. So I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes or so to cool. Clean up a little bit here, and then when we come back, I'm gonna put together and put in the oven. All right. So I'm gonna clean up here, and I'll be back just in a few. All right, we're back. So I did the crust out. I cooked it for 11 minutes. It said 12 to 14. I did 11 minutes. That's kind of what it looks like. I let it cool. I don't know, probably 5-10 minutes. It's still warm. But I'm going to go ahead because I don't want to wait no longer. All right. So I'm just going to pour my filling in. Like that. You know, that good stuff. Well, it looks good. We'll have to see. All right. All right. Wash my hands off real quick. All I'll show you what it looks like. Then I got to put it back in the oven, 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. You see it? It's still kind of warm, but okay. We're going to try it out and see. Still kind of warm, but okay. So it says 20 to 25 minutes. I'm going to set mine for 21 minutes. I'll do 22. And it says you just want to cook it to the center. It's just a little gooey. You don't want it too dry. So I'm going to let this cook, clean up the rest of my dishes real quick, and then we come back. Hopefully it's going to turn out yummy. I'll see y'all back in a few. Hey everyone, we're back. So I had to let this cool probably about an hour, probably because I'm ready to cut it down. But this is what it looks like. Yummy, yummy. Hope it turns out good. We're going to find out here in a second. We'll try to cut it and not tear it up. You know, that first piece is always a doozy. Okay, wish me luck. I end up probably cooking this for about, I think it was 22 minutes. It's supposed to be a little gooey, so we're going to see if it is or not. Chris Murphy just walked in here, so he might start being loud. Okay, if I get this out without tearing it up or not. Do this the best I can, and it's falling apart. Well, anyway. It's still warm too, but I like it when it's still a little warm. Of course, it's falling apart, but I guess all it tastes good, right? There goes nothing. Kind of tore it up a little bit, but oh well. Probably can't see it too well, but it's still warm, but I didn't want to wait on it no longer. So we're going to try it out. Here goes nothing. So this is a keto derby pie. It's not bad. Actually, you can't tell it's sugar-free. The crust is different because, of course, it's not like your traditional crust. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. It's not as good as my mom's. Hers is better, I will say. But I like this edge of this crust. It's not my favorite for the crust. I like the traditional crust better. But the filling itself, it's got a good flavor to it. I will say, though, to me, it's more like a chocolate pie than more of a derby pie. But anyway, worth a shot. I probably wouldn't do this one again, being honest, just because the crust is not as good as I thought it would be. And it's more like a chocolate pie, not like derby pie. But anyway, never know till you try, right? Thanks for watching. I really appreciate if you like and subscribe. And until next time in the kitchen, I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.